Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and let's take a look at this TEKTON micro screwdriver kit. This is the box it comes in. It was about $12 on Amazon. Spoiler alert, I'm underwhelmed a lot. But anyway, there's what's supposed to be in it, and it also is advertised as something that you could use. Doesn't say Apple, but it's insinuating Apple products, things like that. 27 pieces, precision toolkit made in Taiwan. There it is. Always guaranteed. I'm going to probably have to test that. Anyway, what we've got is a fairly stout, nice carry case. That's always good for little things like this. Inside it has 2 bit rails that are marked. That's good, and they hold the bits quite snugly. Sometimes you have to really work to get them out of there. It has one tool, spudger tool. That's for working on phones primarily. 2 adapters here. Stuff flying in from other places. All of these, if you look, are marked somewhere. So this one's a 5mm, this one's a 4mm, this 4mm. Also doubles kind of as a little extension because these are all 4mm bits, but doesn't really hold anything. No magnet. And then this is the handle. It has a magnetic, and it feels a little captive tube that, you know, these all fit in. Spinning tail cap, lightly branded. So here's the problem. This, first of all, does not contain the pentalobe that is necessary for cracking open an iPhone. The one that would be the closest here is this one right here. This pentalobe 0.8mm, this small one. This is actually the pentalobe size that is needed right there. And you can see that the one that is included in the TEKTON is larger. Not a lot, but enough. Let's see if we can get that to show up somewhere in there. It's just a little bit larger. And that means that it does not fit in here if you wanted to try to unscrew the port screws that are necessary before you can crack open an iPhone, as if we still do that a whole lot today, not as much. It does have some security bits, security Torx. You can see those, and then a few regular. It does not have hexes. I was let down about that. But here's one of the issues. Let's go ahead and get a tool out. Got a little Kershaw utility knife here, and these are T6 screws. A lot of knives use T5, T6, so I'll come in here and I will grab, if you look at this one only goes up to T5 here, so I'll grab a T6 on this end right here. Now look, when I put this thing in, there is a ton of play. So much play that I even thought maybe it's a T7. You know, could it be? You know, and a T7's too big. So there's a lot of play there. Too much for that, I think, for that kind of a fastener. You end up stripping them out. So comparing it, well, here is a Wera T6, and that one, I'll drop it into this guy here. Look at that. That is, I'm wiggling it back and forth. There is very little. See that? Almost none. If I go to a Wiha, like a little Wiha set here, T6 is the 4th one in. This guy is by far the most solid. There is no play whatsoever. You see that? We'll go back here to this TEKTON. You see how much that wiggles back and forth, and enough that at first I thought, is that a hex? You know, is this not the right kind of fastener, or not kind of a screwdriver? Anyway, so that was kind of a letdown. Another thing that I found kind of interesting is I grabbed my caliper here, and you can see, let me zero that thing right there. If I go in and grab these, 4.01, 4.01, 4, I'm just rotating it, 4.02, 4.01, 4.0. That is on the TEKTON. Let me grab, here's the, you can see the branded Wiha. Grab that guy. 3.93, 92, 92, 93, 92. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's the kind of not only size you want, but also the tolerance that you want. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, it slips up a little bit there. It's not as tight as those. The handle, nothing to write home about. In fact, I noticed at first when I got out the measuring tool was as I was sliding one of these guys in here, wherever that T6 went, it fit differently. And I actually tried it in another tool like this Wiha here, and it fit a little differently, but the Wiha, in this case, just fit so much nicer. Anyway, but let's try something else. What I've got here is an unopened Pittsburgh set, so let's see how that compares. Pittsburgh sells these. They're under 10 bucks for a set. The steel already looks better than the TEKTON. I have not played with this thing. I was thinking about doing a video on it because it didn't look all that bad. Oh, here is what's in here. So they do have the T6, which I'll be working with there. And I don't see a pentalobe for an Apple product. Here's what they look like. Oops, up close. They look to be finished fairly well. So let's grab a T6 here. I don't know if there's an organizational pattern. It's going to be like, here's T8, 9, 10. It's T6 right here. So first time I've ever touched this bit. That's what it looks like. Grab my knife here. Start out, where's my Wiha T7. So here's my Wiha T6 for a baseline. I'll put that in. No play whatsoever. Now let's go to the T6 in the Pittsburgh. Oops, little bit of play. Compare that to the T6, wherever I went, somewhere over here. Is this the T6? This is the TEKTON one. Look at that. It's like twice as much play as the Pittsburgh. Actually, this is a Pittsburgh Pro. Let's call it what it is. And then, of course, the Wiha has almost none. Let's go see what our tolerance is here. So we're zeroed out, right? Makes none, 0. 3.99, 4, 4, 399, 4, 4. Close enough. So you can see this TEKTON toolkit. This little precision toolkit, 27 piece, called Every Bit. That's how they're calling it, 2830. Leaves a lot to be desired, even at 12 bucks. I'd highly recommend getting the Pittsburgh Pro over the TEKTON. This one too is made in China, or I mean made in Taiwan. So anyway, there it is. Kind of a letdown. I thought it was a nice kit. It's by far got a great little box here, but not if the bits aren't very good. Let me know your thoughts. And with that, Doc out.